So what's up, guys? Welcome back to On Point, and today I think what we're going to try and do is I've got hubcap. It's really dirty though, so we're going to have to get it cleaned up, get it prepped, and I'll show you some ways that I do that. Stick around. Alright guys, I'd like to apologize for all the noise in here right now, but I've got the fans going full blast. It's 90 plus degrees outside. I was going to have like an elaborate setup for like my spray paint area, but I'm not going to do that. What we're going to do, we're going to clean up this hubcap. It's really dirty. See if we can get it prepped and ready for a dip. Alright guys, so what we have here is I have a mixture of water, diluted white vinegar, and baking soda. Be careful when you're adding baking soda to vinegar because you will get a chemical reaction, and obviously you can see I've got some pressure built up in here because it's still going. But that really cleans plastic really well. So what we're going to do, I'm going to try and get this thing cleaned up. I don't know if these scratches will come out. I'm hoping that a couple coats of spray will take care of that. So let's see if we can get this thing cleaned up. Simply going to just spray it on and use a toothbrush. Alright, so obviously I'm not going to make you watch me clean that whole thing, but I've got it set inside right now. It's drying off. Just got to make sure that you really get all the grease off of it. You got to make sure it's really clean before you try and get that paint to stick to it. And what we're going to be using to paint that today is, I like to use Duplicolor. It's a wheel coating, so we're going to be doing it with kind of like a silver color, and then we're going to do a carbon fiber on it. But I had a whole elaborate type of, I was going to do a big elaborate spray box. I was going to come in here, I was going to build it out of plywood, and that was the dumbest thing ever. A box, that's all you need. Basically I took a box that was free, got it from work, cut a hole in the top for some extra light, and it's basically going to end up being a perfect spray box. I don't know why I would have gone through all that extra expense and trouble when a free box works just as good. And it's much more mobile and much lighter than a big plywood spray box. So I can move it to this side, I can move it in the middle, I can put it wherever the light is best so that I can get it, whatever I'm spraying, perfectly coated. Alright, so now we've got it nice and degreased, and what I like to do, I'll hit it with a little bit of thinner, just some regular old mineral spirits, just to make sure I get all the grease and any other fingerprints that I've got, and any other little bit of dirt and debris off, so that my paint will certainly stick. Now some of this discoloration is not going to go away, so all the grease and everything is gone, but a lot of that black stuff that's in there, that's just not going away. That's just from years of being on a vehicle. But making sure it's clean, making sure you got gloves on, getting all the dirt, fingerprints, all the other grease and stuff off of it, just to make sure that your paint holds. Very important. Now eventually over here I will have a spray station. I'm not quite there yet. Don't have the money, and quite frankly I'm just not quite ready for that. But there will be a spray station over here. I'll have a couple guns over here that I can actually spray, most likely with a bigger box. But for now, I've already got a distributor on the compressor so that I can set it up for later. I can run a compressor line over here so I can have another gun over here, but right now, just not ready for that. Alright, let's see if we can get some paint to stick, and I think for this I am going to put on my rebreather because it is paint. I think what I'm going to do first, I'm probably going to do just a test spot in the back to make sure it's degreased. I don't want to paint the whole thing and then end up finding out that it's got a bunch of grease on it. You know, on a side note, I'll tell you what I'm worried about the most when I dip this thing is that right there in the middle. There's a lot of area there for me to trap some air. So I'm going to have to go in at a pretty steep angle. There's a lot of stuff in there, you know, under that Toyota logo. If I want to avoid a lot of touch-up, it's going to be really hard to get in those tiny little nooks and crannies. So we'll see what happens. Alright, it's been a little bit since we've been in the shop. This has been prepped and ready for quite some time. Let's just go ahead and get it done and get it dipped. Alright, now I just got to get this rinsed off. That's a really, really good hit. I'm really happy with that. You guys another good look at that. Everything got in the corners and every crevice. I'm really happy with that hit. So now we just got to get this into the rinse station in the house, get it rinsed off, get the excess clear film washed off, and then we'll clear coat it. But it's a really good hit. It was a first time hit, which I'm actually really surprised. It went really, really well. Very happy with that result. The next things that I'll be doing are going to be a lot smaller, so we'll come back to that. Don't forget to subscribe. Those of you that already subscribed, go ahead and like, start leaving comments. Appreciate it, guys. See you soon.